Good day, investors. This is your number one operator, Victoria, Vickers Properties. So right here, today we'll be talking about the crash of the Western real estate versus the boom of Nigeria real estate, episode 2. Last week, I talked about the episode 1 of this same topic. So I hope you enjoyed the last week's own. Some persons might be saying, how does that affect us? And you are in Nigeria and you're talking about real estate in the Western world. You're talking about the Western world, the situation going on there. How do you come to know about this? And how does that affect real estate in Nigeria? Okay, so that's why I would like you to please sit down and watch this video to the end. And your first time watching this video, this is Victoria of Vickers Properties. So you're watching this video for the first time, please do click on the subscription button of this YouTube channel to subscribe, to encourage us. Like our page. You're a returning subscriber, thank you for always watching our videos. Like our page, comment, tap the subscribe here, please do click on the subscription button of this YouTube channel to subscribe. You'll be convinced why the boom of real estate in Nigeria. Okay, so yes, right now I'll be talking about in Europe, talking about UK, United Kingdom, UK. Right there, you see there the strike workers are like doctors, nurses, and the rest of the other workers have been on strike. Why the strike? Asking for increment in their wages. The government could not increase their wages because they are running out of money. 21% of the working population right there, they are becoming economically inactive because of the economic crisis. What do I mean by that? Now their wages are not increased and price of things are increasing. Like you see, grocery, every other things are increasing. Even the renter is increasing. And those who bought houses, who are still making payment, like over there, they get mortgage they buy a house and they make their payments within 20-30 years. And take for instance someone who just got house maybe like less than 5 years ago and is still making payments, and the wages are not increased and price of things are increasing by the day. The money and the interest rate is increasing. How can the person be able to afford the payment of the mortgage? This is where the issue is right now. Like I said, 21% of the working population are economically inactive. Because right now, imagine someone earning a particular amount of money in maybe 5 years ago or now, and the price of things have increased and the wages they are not increasing. The government did not increase the wages because of the economic crisis. The after right now is about how to survive, and doing that, sometimes they can't be able to meet up with their payment of the mortgage. And if that happens, they can lose that on their mortgage. They can lose that their house because they didn't meet up their payments. And now some companies are laying off staffs. Like I gave an example last week, the Walmart, some of the shops are closing down because of no supply of products from China. Like I gave an example last week, US, majority of their products come from China. 80-85% of their product comes from China, and UK as well. And they're having some issues right now with their shortage of products coming to the country. The same European country, we have Germany. Germany is the head of the European Union. Germany is the biggest economy in Europe and the third largest economy in the world. But what is going on right now? Germany right now, economy is affecting them right now. How? You see, the gas, like I mentioned last week, Russian is one of the largest gas distributor, and there is this agreement between Germany and Russia to connect Nord Stream 2. Nord Stream 2 is a pipeline that connects gas from Russia connecting to Ukraine down to Germany, that connects to other European countries. And getting this, the essence of this is to get it at a very affordable, very cheap price, so that they can be able to supply to other European countries at affordable price. Unlike getting it from Dubai, that is they have to supply it, but this one is just pipe connection. That's the Nord Stream, the Nord Stream 2. The war between Russia and Ukraine affects the economy so badly almost all over the world. In Europe, in US, even in Nigeria. Okay, let me break it down like this. Now, they had an agreement to connect the Nord Stream 2 to Germany, so that to make gas affordable, to get it at affordable price, and also to be able to sell to other European countries at affordable price as well. But because of the war, they had issues. Germany had issue with Russia. How? Because Germany is under NATO. You know what NATO? NATO is a body of different countries coming together as a union, and Germany is one of the member of the NATO. Because of they are member of this NATO, and NATO is supporting Ukraine. They are supporting Ukraine, and Russia don't want anyone to support Ukraine. Because of this, Germany was so slow to supply weapons to Ukraine because of this Nord Stream 2. So they won't break their business with Russia, they had to withdraw, not supplying weapons to Ukraine in fighting the war with Russia. So, but they still had to supply it later. They still had to supply because they still had to supply the weapons because they are member of NATO, and they have an agreement as a body to support their member, which is Ukraine. And because of that, Russian their agreements with Germany have to be cut off. That's the cause of inflation, because they are the one that used to supply gas to these people at affordable price, but because of they're supporting their enemy, which is Ukraine, so they had this issue. That's the reason why inflation of things, goods and services now increase. That's why you see now that you see people on the streets going on strike, like it happened on May 1st in France, where on Workers' Day you saw people, workers on the streets, flock on the streets asking for increments on their wages, and the government their hands are tied because there's inflation all over. They can't be able to provide the money to increase their wages. Even in Germany, it happened that you see the transporters, they went on strike, like the aviation and all that. They went on strike that because of gas. It was not expensive because they couldn't get it from Russia, because Russia have to keep what they have. They have to keep their own gas to be able to fight the war, because they need the gas as well to be able to fight the war. So they can't be able to supply much. So that's what is affecting the world right now. That you see the inflation because of Russia is the major distributor of gas. So because of this war, it affected so a lot of things. It affected goods and services, because we need gas to for production, for transportation and all that. So if you can see right now, even in Europe, in US, you can see the price of gas now is more than what it used to sell before. So what am I saying in essence? The inflation is going so fast that it's affecting a lot of things, affecting wages, that okay, like I gave an example before, all you think about is just to be able to survive, to feed yourself and your family, and you can't really do much. As of the house, the mortgage right now, the interest rate has increased, and even right now, even for some time now, you'll be hearing some bank collapse. Like in America, you have the Silicon Valley Bank, which is one of the biggest bank that the big tech guys, they save their money, went bankrupt. That JP Morgan Chase Bank have to buy the Silicon Bank. Just imagine. And we have another bank too, the UBS. UBS, that is a Union Bank of Switzerland, was bought by Credit Suisse. Why am I saying this? You can see now that if big banks like this, international banks, big banks that are well known, that you see multi-millionaires, billionaires, these are in dollars, keep their money, is crashing. Imagine other banks. So this is what it is affecting the more, and the interest rates in the banks are increasing. Even those that already have bought houses, that are paying their mortgage, are finding it a bit difficult right now because the interest rate is increasing. It's increasing by the day. It has increased almost like 6 times now. And imagine new buyers that want to buy a house now. It's a bit difficult for them because of the high interest rates for the mortgage. Even if they are going to buy at whatever percentage they are buying it right now, and it tends to increase in another many months time or in a year time, they will still pay more. So what am I saying in essence? What I'm saying in essence is it's a wake-up call for our brothers and sisters, for Nigerians in diaspora, to come home to invest. Because right there, imagine you buying a house, paying mortgage of between 20 to 30 years, and you are still paying, and sometimes you might even lose it, because you might even lose the house because if you can't meet the mortgage because of the high interest rate. Businesses are closing down because of high interest rate, because of economy issue. They are closing down because of the mass layoff. So people can't be able to maintain their mortgage anymore. Imagine somebody who bought a house of whatever amount and is paying mortgage, and he plans to pay the mortgage between 20 to 30 years, and maybe he has not gone far, maybe like 5 years, and the person lost his or her job. How can the person be able to fund the mortgage? How can that person be able to pay the mortgage? I told you last week, in the Western world, everything is in the system. You have to pay tax. Unlike in Nigeria, you pay one off. There's no tax, no after buying you have to be paying tax on this, on that. So there's nothing like that. So that's the wake-up call I'm calling on Nigerians in diaspora, wherever you are, in America, in Europe, wherever, to come back home to invest. Because right now Nigeria is going to be the next biggest economy right now, because here we have every resources in this country, in Nigeria, and right now a lot of infrastructure work is taking place, which will help bring development in the country. And now that properties are still affordable right here, this is the best time to take advantage, to come now to start investing in Nigeria. Imagine you buying a property maybe worth 2 million, maybe a land worth 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, or whatever. You pay, that's all. No tax payments, no tax payments on this, on that. So compared to in the Western world where you have to pay tax, you have to pay this tax. So right now, I think I'll be able to convince you and not confuse you with this little information that I just brought to you. At least this will be able to convince you in coming down to Nigeria to invest. Some people will say, people to feed, you can't be able to live things. But let me tell you, now you are still enjoying the Western world right now. Things are still okay. You are not feeling it much. But do you know, in few years' time, you might see the need of coming down to this country, coming back to Nigeria. For those who have already started investing, kudos to you, because you are doing yourself a lot of good. Because talking about the economy right now, over there you might feel the impact of the currency, but when you bring it down here and change it, the value is still much. Yes, the value is still much. When you convert your dollar, your euro, the value is still much. So why not take advantage that the value here, the foreign currency is still valuable here. This is the best opportunity right now to take advantage, to bring your currency, the money here, to invest in real estate property like land or house right here that is still affordable, that one can still buy it. Because in the next few years, why am I saying this? Because the investors are now coming down to Nigeria, because like I told you, some companies over there in Europe are shutting down because of tax, a lot of things. It's affecting their business. But here, investors are coming down here to invest, because government is putting down infrastructure that attracts these investors to come down to Nigeria to invest. And not just that alone, we have resources as well in this country. So right here, thank you for watching this video. Your first time subscriber, thank you. This is Victoria of Yasi Big Crest Properties. Please to click on the subscription button of this YouTube channel to subscribe, so you always be notified every of our latest updates, every of our latest notification. Your returning subscriber, thank you for always watching our videos. Like our page, comment. If you have not subscribed yet, please click on the subscription button of this YouTube channel to subscribe. And also share with your friends and family. Yes, so they too be enlightened and why they need to come down to Africa, why they need to come down to Nigeria to invest. There are still some people, they are still adamant, still saying, why should I come to Nigeria to come and invest? What is, when I'm comfortable where I am in America, in Europe, I'm very comfortable right there, good life, electricity, everything. Why should I come to Nigeria? Later you will know why you need to come to Nigeria. So that is why you don't need to waste time. Come in now, invest. Because you can see right now in Nigeria, the rate at which the property appreciation is wow. The price increase, the development is just so fast. Thank you for watching Big Crest Real Estate Talk. Thank you, and have a wonderful Sunday and a beautiful week ahead. Thank you.